What about now, Cynthia? You cannot. What about now? Can you guys see me? Okay, thank you. Someone just said, uh, yes, to the I didn't get your name, but Cynthia is doing a whole lot better. Okay, so everyone can see and hear me, all right? Okay. This I have been here since 7 o'clock talking. Okay. I have been here since 7 p.m. right here talking. I did not know that you guys could not see me or hear me. YouTube popped in that there's an issue with going live and they are working on it. So I have sat here for almost eight, 45 damn minutes talking to myself. Cynthia, I don't need a laugh. I feel super stupid. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. And I got to do this thing all over again. And I kept looking at the other monitor, and people kept dropping. And they said like 7 people, like, what the hell? And then it got to 4, and then it got to 2. And that's when YouTube popped up. And like, so I've been talking to nobody. Oh my God, Jesus. I so apologize to y'all, but we got to do it. I got to do it over. Okay. I apologize. Yeah. So now you guys are going to stay, right? Because if y'all going to leave, let's just cut it off now. I can't waste no more damn energy. This is ridiculous. I know Donald Duck had something to do with this. I know he did. I know he had something to do with it. I know he had. But nevertheless, to God be the glory. I am here, and so are you all. Before we get started, late breaking news tonight. Vice President Pence sent a letter to Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker. Basically, Vice Pence said that I am not going to invoke the 25th Amendment to walk Donald Duck out of the White House. I think that's terrible. I think that's earthly sad. Linda Humphrey said, we knew this. Exactly, we did. We knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. They haven't spoke in a few days, but the day they spoke. And I knew then, okay, Pence, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. When he said yesterday or the day before that the 25th Amendment is not off the table, I knew it was lines in. It's just to please the American people. Quack, quack. Hello, I totally agree with you. Somebody says Tony Stark that he's scared for his life and family life as he should be. No. Listen, let me tell you something. When you raise your hand to take an oath to become a public figure, you know the consequences. You know what could or could not happen. Whether this came about or not, his family's life and his is always in danger. That's just the way it is. But you cannot sit here and say, I didn't do it because I feared for my family life. Well, what about the American people that put your ass in office? that you're supposed to be fighting for. What did you say to them? Oh, you don't give a damn because you're there. You don't give a damn because you know you're gone. That's his problem. That's not my problem. That's not the people's problem. When you raise your right hand, you put your family on the back burner. That's what you do. And you walk and you move and you act like a soldier. The first order of business for the president of the United States and the vice president is to make sure that the American people are safe. And they didn't do it. Pence had another opportunity to get it right, but he chose not to do this. So what does that tell you? They don't give a damn about you. I'm in this for self-gain. I'm in this for self-gain. I have hidden agendas. I don't give a damn about the American people. Trump says, if you don't overturn the election and put it in my favor, then you and I will probably never speak again. I don't give a fuck. I don't have that kind of power. I cannot do. Trump don't give a damn about what you can do or cannot do. He don't give a damn about legal. He just wants you to do what he feels is right in his mind. The same people that put y'all in there are some of the same people that just kicked y'all out that White House. And to God be the glory for that. Lisa Robinson said he's afraid of Trump, and I believe that. I believe that. But all of those who are afraid of Trump, my advice, follow the yellow brick road and go see the wizard and ask the wizard, will thou give me courage? That's what you do. We don't need terrorists and thugs and cowards running the United States of America. We don't need that. The United States does not negotiate with terrorists. Why in the hell would we start now with Donald Duck? It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Joe Biden surpassed President Obama, who had over 74 million votes, to President-elect Joe Biden, well over 1 million. The American people got out as never before. They got out. And they voted. They mailed. And for everyone that voted, you should pat your own self on the back. Because this time, you made them do what you wanted them to do. They kicked him out. Now, eight days left. We don't really, it's not enough time to impeach. You have 8 days left. Do you know how much damage that this deranged lunatic can do in 8 days? Damn, 8 days, 8 hours. I got to put my papers back in order because as I was speaking, they were turning over. We had to start over again. Now look, all this week, we discussed the criminal in the White House. And I'm going to tell you some things that you may not know about that dreadful day, January 6, 2021, in the United States of America. One thing we don't do, again, we don't negotiate with terrorists. We don't overturn elections in the defeated one's favor to satisfy him and pacify him so won't no harm come to the country. We must be prepared, and I'm talking law enforcement. We must be prepared for whatever is about to happen. Credible threats from the FBI. Every capital in the United States is a target. Michigan Attorney General, about an hour before our time, breaking news, the Capitol is not safe. This is the same Capitol where white thugs went and exercising their rights to bear arms, and nothing happened to them. Some of those people, probably most all of them, are the same ones that entered into the U.S. Capitol on January the 6th. They call it work call. But D.L. Hughley, and you all saw the video, I put it up on my channel. I agree with everything you say. I agree with everything D.L. Hughley said, because here's what he said. He said, did nobody break into the Capitol? They didn't overtake authority to get into the Capitol. They were invited guests. That's what they were. They were invited to the U.S. Capitol. It's as simple as that. The last thing he tells them, fight like hell. Fight like hell. Torres said, Salk says, yes, they were, and escorted out nicely. You just preached. You just preached. Isn't that something? They committed crimes in the U.S. Capitol, inside and out. But you allow the thugs to leave. Nobody runs to tackle them. I don't see no officer. Boom, boom, boom. I thought he had a gun. It was a flag, but I thought it was a gun. Boom, 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 boom. They did nothing. Why they didn't do nothing? Why they didn't do nothing? That's what they were told to do. You don't do nothing. One Capitol Police said, speaking with a reporter, I work the night shift, and usually I and other officers work doubles. But this day they told us, y'all go home. What? Y'all go home. What? Go home, we're fine, go home. Well, how many times have they done that? Never. They never done that. They never done it. They knew exactly what was getting ready to take place at the U.S. Capitol. They knew exactly what was getting ready to happen. Watch this. Weeks ago, an online discussion specifically calls for violence to include stating, be ready to fight. Congress need to hear glass breaking, doors being kicked in, and blood. Stop calling this a march or a rally or a protest. Go there ready for war. Watch this, we get our president or we die. Nothing else will achieve this goal. Nothing else will achieve this goal. Would you leave a thief in your home? No, you wouldn't. Would you leave a killer in your home? No, you wouldn't. Would you leave a terrorist in the White House? No, you wouldn't. Yes, you did. Every minute that he sits there should trouble all of us. This is the United States of America. And when the public vote, they speak. And when they speak, we must listen. And we must accept their decision. Whether you like it or not, the American people have spoken. If your ass wanted to stay in there, you should have went in there working for the American people, not a selected group of American people. There it is. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You got to go. We have officers in the White House taking selfies. One standing up there, yeah, I'm all right. What your wife doing these days? So who else showed up? Who else showed up? Who else showed up? with the thugs. You had judges to show up, detectives showed up, police officers showed up, firemen showed up. People who run white corporate America showed up. They showed up, suited up and booted up. They had flex cups, they had pipes, they had guns. If I'm in your house and I got damn near 50 to 100 flex cups on my side, I'm not coming to take your fucking microwave. I'm coming to take your goddamn life. And we gonna hold you hostage until the American people, until they do what we want them to do. Put Trump back in that way. That shit won't work. It's not going to work. Trump orchestrated this. Trump orchestrated what happened on the 6th of this month. The criminal in the White House should have long been gone. Anyone that gives any excuse why he shouldn't be impeached, why we shouldn't invoke the 25th Amendment, is not necessarily scared of him. They think like him. They think like him. Yes, they did. They said they're coming back. Every capital in the United States has been put on high alert for the credible threats between now and January the 20th, because we're going to make them put Donald Duck back in the White House. If Donald Duck wasn't in on it, if Donald Duck was a man, if Donald Duck had a heart, if Donald Duck knew God, if Donald Duck cared about the American people, and he see what's going on, he would come to the light. People, this is not the way we handle business. Go home. Go home now. I'm not going to say, I thank you. I'm not thanking you for doing fucking wrong. You should go home. The people have spoken. But why would he do it? Why in the hell would he do it when he organized this event? More people are about to die. More people are about to be arrested. But the powers that be don't give a damn. Because most of them know I'm going to get out. Most of what they did the other day was misdemeanors. So how did we get here? We got here on the 6th. Well, the thugs had been preparing for weeks. But the execution date was on the 6th. Well, why the 6th? That's today, a certification for Biden and Harris. That's today. So what we're going to do, we're going to interrupt the certification procedures. We're going to interrupt that so he won't be certified. It took Congress until 4 a.m. in the morning to certify Biden and Harris. They was coming to take people hostage, and Trump is okay with it. And he says, what I said in my speech, the people loved it. They thought it was appropriate. And he's not lying this time. He's right. But what people? Racist white America and dumb niggers. Dumb niggers. We sit here and we see what's going on. And we say it's okay for you to come out and protest a rigged election. It's okay to do that. It's okay to come with guns. It's okay to come with flex clubs. It's okay to come with pipe bombs. It's okay to come with guns and shotguns. That's just like me allowing you to come into my house and tell me what the fuck to do. Trump has no concern with what's going on because he believes in his naive mind that somehow once we attack America, they're going to give me the election that was stolen. The election was not stolen. It wasn't. But we're not going to disregard what the American people have said. We're not going to do that. Trump told them to fight like hell. He said people thought that what I said, again, it was appropriate. The White House just came out with breaking news that 20 or more in GOP may vote to impeach Donald Duck. Tonight, the House votes on the 25th resolution to get rid of Donald Duck. Tomorrow, the House votes. Mitch McConnell says he's furious with Donald Duck. I don't give a damn about him being furious with Donald Duck. What you gonna do? It's no longer about the Republicans versus the Democrats. It's about doing what's right. It's about protecting the American people. That's what it's about. It's not about what party your ass is affiliated with. It's not about whether or not you're going to be reelected for your decision. Your decision should not be determined by you being elected or elected to office. Your decision should be based on the right goddamn thing to fucking do. This ain't no goddamn communist country. This is the United States of America. And this shit has never ever fucking happened. Never in history has this bullshit happened. And you got a bitch in the White House that y'all won't kick out. All of you motherfuckers should come out that bitch. All of y'all. You opened the doors for them. That's what you did. You told them where Nancy Pelosi's office was. You some evil, trifling bitches. Your threats don't mean shit. This is something that will not happen in your favor. So as my mama used to say up to the time she died, she said, you got to bring ass to get ass. So don't forget, when y'all coming, you got to bring ass to get ass. That's what you got to do. I hope I didn't say this already. I've talked for an hour and y'all can see or hear me. In 2013, a black woman made a U-turn near the U.S. Capitol. 2023, a black woman made a U-turn near the U.S. Capitol. Police officers pumped 30 bullets in her while a child was in the car. She did a U-turn. Near. White boys, white women, feet on the steps of the Capitol. Shouldn't have been so. Shouldn't have been so. That's why some Secret Service agents are in investigation, along with others. They had pipe bombs, guns. 2 Virginia police officers have been placed on leave after video of what happened at the Capitol showed them participating in it. But here's what they keep saying about these officers. Here's what they keep saying about these officers. Here's what they keep saying about these thugs. What? They were off duty. So if they're off fucking duty, then we just wipe away. We just wipe away that they're police officers because they were off-duty police officers. Let me tell you something. There is no such thing as an off-duty police officer. You know that, and I know that. But I don't give a damn if they was off-duty or on duty. Look what they did. And you had judges in this shit. They support this bullshit. This is what they call New World Order. One world, government. They told us years ago that our country will be destroyed from within. And God, we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they did not lie. They did not lie. They didn't lie. Earlier today, 11:04 a.m., a report came out, according to USA Today, that nearly 100 people have been arrested for their role in taking over the U.S. Capitol. Many face charges such as unlawful entry, disorderly conduct, and defacing public property. The more serious crimes could be violation of the Riots Act. Now, keep in mind, the individuals that they're speaking of, most will be tried where they live, in what state they live in. I've said this from day one, and I'm gonna say it again. Wherever you are suspected of committing a crime, that's where your ass gonna do. That's where we deal with you. We're not sending you back to your hometown where you know people. If you live in New York City and you brought your ass to Washington, D.C., that's where we gonna deal with his ass at. We got this. You came over here. You had the ability to choose how you respond to this election. You had the ability and you chose it. But here's what you don't have. And I'm talking to all you goddamn white thugs and you house niggas. Here's what you don't have. You don't have the ability to tell us what will be your consequences from your actions. That's not up to you. That's not up to you. And you wonder why we don't want him in the fucking White House. They came with a noose, a makeshift. Hang Mike Pence. Hang Mike Pence. Get Pelosi. She has death threats. Vice President-elect Biden, death threats. President-elect Biden, death threats. VP-elect Kamala Harris, death threats. If they don't give us back our president, blood will run through the streets of the United States. Buckle up, baby. Get suited up and booted up. Don't you think that they're just going to be attacking government officials? They're coming for your ass and my ass too. That shows you how much wrong Trump has done in life and got away with it. Every day in the White House, right now, until the 19th, they're covering up shit they've done. Taking hard drives, anything they can take to cover up other shit they have done. Trump said on the phone call to Georgia Secretary of State, we want all the states. But we want all the states. And they didn't. They didn't. And he knows it. January 6th, legislators were getting ready to meet to discuss the certification of Biden and Harris. Unfortunately, at the urging of a sitting president, Donald J. Duck, thugs showed up at the Capitol and they clashed with police to break through metal fences in an attempt to enter the Capitol. And they did enter the Capitol. Capitol police officer again says that he normally works the night shift. He not works the night shift, but normally he do a double. Him and others. They say, we don't need you today. Go home. So what does that tell you? The powers that be knew what was going to happen that day. The gentleman, Congressman, I can't remember his name, that endorsed Joe Biden. His name is not on his door. They went straight to it. They went straight to it. That's an inside job. Trump's signature is written all over this. Hours later, and I mean hours later, it was damn near dark when the National Guard finally showed up on the scene. Why did it take that long? We don't have to sit here and play games with our damn selves. Well, why did it take them so long to get there? Look, it's okay to play dumb, but don't play dumb too long because you're gonna get stuck there. We know why. They had orders. They're gonna call for you. Walk slow. And that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. Hours later, the National Guard shows up. Today is January the 12th. If these were black people, CNN would still be telling you they're still trying to get some bodies out of the Capitol. They got some more refrigerated trucks coming. This was terrible. This was terrible what black people did. But you know why they're not saying that? White boys, white women. But Brother Rick said they were late on purpose. You just preached. That's why nothing happened the way it should have happened. That's why other officers were told to go home. We don't need you. We don't. I don't even know why we're having why the powers that be would have to sit and discuss not when to impeach Trump, but they're sitting, should we impeach him? What the hell do you think? Well, I doubt if he'll do it again. We're in this predicament because the powers that be kept saying, I doubt if you do this again. I doubt if you do that again. Trump is a monster in human form, and every minute that he stays in the White House with nuclear codes in the palm of his hand, our lives are in great danger. I don't care, and hear me good. I don't care. Nothing nice. Thank you so much. I love you big time. I don't care if it was President Barack Hussein Obama. If this was President Barack Hussein Obama and his actions were equal to what this jackass is doing, what I'm saying right now about Duck, I will be saying about President Obama. It ain't got a goddamn thing to do with male, female, white, or black. This is the most respected office in the land. The most powerful person in the world, you want to find them, they're somewhere in the White House. I will be saying the same thing about him. And y'all heard me say this before, I'm going to say it again. Who's going to tell Miss Emma that her vote don't count? She's 70-some years old, barely moving around. She called her grandson. He had to stop what he was doing. Didn't want to, but that's grandma got to go. Stood out there with grandma 8 damn hours in the rain. Because grandma wanted to cast her vote. She said, this might be my last time voting. My voice is going to be heard. So we're going to tell this old lady that you voted for Biden and Harris. That was the wrong ticket. And since you did that, we're going to throw your damn vote out because you have no voice, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. Will they? No, they won't do that. That's what they want to do. That's what they would like to do. We know of just a handful of police officers now that participated. Let's not be stupid. It's going to be more than a handful of police officers that participate. These folks are not scared of Trump, most of them. They think like Trump. They don't give a damn. They think like he thinks. The saddest day for the United States, some would probably say January the 6th, 2021. I don't know what year it was, but the saddest day for the United States of America was the day Donald Duck was born. I'd like to pull his mammy Mary Trump out of the fucking grave, slap the fuck out of her and pull her back in there and push her down. That was the saddest day for America. Trump always talked about criminals and thugs, bad people. All he was doing was telling you who he was. Everybody he was pointing fingers at, he was really talking about his damn self. Everybody. You're going to overtake the election. I'm not going to leave when Biden comes. Bullshit. I bet, I know that you think that shit. You will move or be removed. It's as simple as that. These people are playing games. Not just the Capitol will be attacked with thugs, jobs, homes. This is a perfect opportunity for low-life, trifling thugs, racist white thugs, to not only exercise their rights to bear arms, but to pull that damn trigger and take a black person out or a white person who they will call a nigger lover. The proclamation has went forth at the urging of individual 45. They playing games, Congress. We'll try to do something tomorrow. Try to do something. They're sitting there playing games until we get to January the 19th. Well, there's no need to do anything. You got one more day, just a few hours. You know what I'm saying? So Valerie says Trump is sick and a clown sideshow. Valerie, you just preached, without a doubt. Thank you, Miss Tasha Washington. Love you big time. Every minute, our life is in danger. His niece was on CNN last night speaking with Chris Cuomo, and she said Trump should be pulled out of the White House right now. This is his niece. She know him better than you and I ever will, and I just know of him like many of you do. But she know him better. She know what he is capable of doing, and everything she said in that book is coming to pass. Everything. Trump wants to be a dictator. That's what he wants to be. They want to enact martial law. You have to accept your laws and carry your ass. That's not your house. That's the people's house. Before we get out of here, okay, Faye said, Mr. Scott, drink something. You're absolutely right. Before we get out of here, from my heart to yours, prepare yourselves accordingly. Prepare yourselves accordingly. When he would not condemn Proud Boys or white supremacist groups, I didn't get mad. Why would you get mad? That man can, do you think I'm going to condemn me? No. Trump, way before the election, was sending out subliminal messages. The most deadly message of all went something like this. If I don't win this election, it was rigged. It's going to be voter fraud. So what you're saying is that everybody in the United States is going to vote for Trump. Yes, they love me. Okay. So he was speaking to them in subliminal messages. It's just like when we watched the R. Kelly deal on Lifetime, and then we watched him being interviewed by Gayle King. And the more they spoke about R. Kelly, the more of a monster he became to a lot of people. They painted the American people the picture that they wanted to see pertaining to R. Kelly. I want y'all to see this is a monster. Trump was speaking to the American people. Prepare yourselves to die for me. Because I know in my heart I'm going to lose this election. Because I've been here for 4 years and still don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm not trying to learn what the fuck to do. I'm not going to read the How to Be a President manual. I don't want to be the president. I'm here for self-gain. President Obama said he knew he would be nothing but a one-term president. And that's exactly what it is. He will be the first president in U.S. history to be impeached twice. Now, what does that tell you about him? Furthermore, the people that support him, what does that tell you about them? They don't care about you. They don't care about me. We have a serious threat that we've heard over and over today from FBI. The country is in danger because they want Trump to be the president again. First of all, he can't be the president again because he's never been the president. He wasn't elected, he was elected. It's nothing to meet about, people. So I urge you tonight, tomorrow morning, because we're quickly approaching the 11 o'clock hour, I urge you, I beg you, I plead with you, call your leaders and speak to them. Do you have the right to call someone that you put in office? What you think? You put their ass there. They work for you. You call them and let them know this is the United States of America, and we don't negotiate with terrorists, and we do not have dictators. The American people spoke loud and clear. Whether or not he wants to admit defeat, don't matter. He's still defeated. And you cannot bully your way to having the election overturned just to satisfy your bitch ass. If you was a man, your ass would have been accepted that damn decision. If you are an honest man, if you knew God, you would, but you don't know him. You don't know him. And you probably never will. People went out the back door with votes. No proof. They were throwing out ballots that had, well, people voted for me. His attorney, the guy with Rudy had the shoe polish running down his face. No, it wasn't hair dye shoe polish. Oh my God, I'm glad you said that. Legacy for real. She just said Jim Jones cut followers death, poisoned with Kool-Aid. Listen, I meant to say that a few nights ago. This is Jim Jones all over again. That's exactly what it is. Jim Jones. Trump has a cult. That's what he has. He can pack a house. He can pack a stadium. But he couldn't pack the votes needed to stay in office because he don't move like a president. He don't speak like a president. He don't work like a president. He's a thug. He's a thug. He's low life. He's trifling. He's insignificant. He's existing just to be existing. He is unfit for office. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the 25th Amendment fits that bitch like a goddamn glove. We don't know what the fuck he gonna do. And that's the scariest part of it all. We don't know what he's going to do and who he's going to use. Family members have died because of their non-response to the coronavirus. Yet all he wants to do is tweet lies about winning an election, about the election that's not over, that's really over. Nothing they're doing says they love the American people. Everything they're doing is for self-gain, power. They care more about the title than doing what the title requires for them to do. I'm so proud of everyone in the United States, even if you voted for that slut. I'm proud of you because you went out and you got tired. And it's good. The only time change comes is when we get tired. But change never comes through bullying people. Conversation comes. Change comes from conversation. You cannot get a scrap egg in a round hole. United States continued to set records of the number of people hospitalized with the virus, of the number of people that are infected with the virus, and the number of people that have died from that virus. We have now 1, 2, 3 strains, new strains of the virus in the United States. If I was the president of the United States and I have 8 days left after I lost an election, my purpose now is to keep the Americans safe still, but to send a lot of my energy to this pandemic. But he's not going to do that because he caused this pandemic by not responding to it. And they're still not responding to it. They don't care. They don't give a damn. I'm pissed, disgusted, angry, a ticking bomb. They are the reason for everyone in the United States that has been infected with this virus and have died. Trump and his administration, because of their non-response to it. Non-response to it. People die, most of them, without loved ones. They die alone. Some stay on ventilators for a while. Not many, but some, they come off. Others die. If you don't know of someone in your family or someone you're close to that has been infected with the virus, keep living. You will. You will. The powers that be know more than what they say to us. Call your leaders. Let them know you put them there. Let them know you fit, even if you didn't vote for them. Call them to them. I didn't vote for you, but I need you to listen to me. Give me one good reason. This is you talking to your leaders. Give me one good reason. One good reason that we should not impeach Donald Trump. We should let him stay until January 20th. I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm going to listen. And I want you to give me one good reason. Not 2 and not 3. Don't give me no sugar-coated shit cookies. Give me one good reason. And I promise you this. Your ass will die waiting on one good reason. There isn't. They're going to give you a reason. but it's not one good reason. This is the great divider of the United States of America. I interviewed a lot of people in life, especially white people, when it came to President Barack Obama. Just about everybody white I interviewed said President Barack Obama divided this country. Nobody could show me proof. Nobody could. They said that because they hated him because of the color of his skin. But anybody with a sound mind can give you probably 1,000 reasons, 1,000 reasons with proof that Donald Duck divided this country. And guess what? Tonight, Donald Duck still divides the United States people with his bullshit. He keeps us at war with one another. He incites riots. He has fans. He's an entertainer, and he sucks at it. But if he would let sense come in, it should click that, man, I can pack a stadium, but I couldn't pack the votes. You know why you couldn't pack the votes? Because you ain't done a damn thing. People come to listen because they like all that bullshit. They like mess. They like mess. And the people that hang with you, they messy people. They like bullshit. They like ghetto shit. Like Ricky Lake, Jerry Springer. A lot of people won't watch that bullshit. Not because they think they're more than them, and maybe they are. But serious-minded people, they're not going to sit there and watch that bullshit. Because that's just bullshit. Bullshit. Wasting valuable time. The people that run with Duck are some of the same people that like bullshit like that. But this is the opportunity to kill a nigga. Y'all better suit up and boot up. Black people who shooting black people, again, save them damn bullets because you're going to need them. You will need them. You must call your leaders. You have to call your leaders. This country is in grave danger. There's never been a jackass like him in the history of the presidency. And it probably never will be. It probably never will be. I leave you with this. If you have a job, whether you like that job or not, if you have a job and you need that job, how do you show your coworkers and your supervisors that you need that job? Well, several ways. Number one, you show up for work on time. And when you get there, you do what they say you need to do. You work. That tells them that maybe not necessarily you like the job, but that you need that job and you're good at it and you're approachable. Then doors begin to open up for you. Some that you didn't even think you would be qualified for. But you showed up and you actually worked. You did it. They know then that you need that job. And so you're not on the list when things get tough to be booted out. If Donald Duck wanted another term, Donald Duck should have worked for the American people. Not coming in starting mess. Not coming in telling we're going to build a wall and Mexicans y'all going to pay it. That makes no earthly goddamn sense. We shouldn't have called black NFL players sons of bitches. You shouldn't have called Black Lives Matter protesters thugs and said, I would shoot on spot. That's what law enforcement should have done on January 6th at the U.S. Capitol. They should have pumped bullets in them. When you are crushing a cop, you're trying to kill him. You pump a bullet in his ass and in his ass and his ass for crushing a cop. That's justifiable homicide. That's what it is. But you do nothing. You do nothing because you're in the clique. These people were armed. The black people that we're killing, most are not armed. Most are innocent. Most just fit the description of a suspect. But what would that be? Anybody black. Anybody black. Breonna Taylor in her home, shot and killed. Brother Botman, Dallas, Texas, in his home, shot and killed. Shot and killed. Jacob Blake, 7 bullets in his back, unarmed, paralyzed from the waist down for the rest of his life. No one will be charged for his death. Don't tell me sometimes race don't play a major role in it, because it does. And the only time I play the race card is when white America play the white card, then I come back. Call your leaders. I love you. Peace, Lord willing. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. The title is still the same, The Criminal in the White House. And throughout the week, we're going to be connecting this to the new world order. As always, appreciate you all for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. On your way out, someone said it, somebody be nice and leave us a donation through the Cash App or the PayPal. The work we do for people, we don't charge nobody. We do more than just tell the news. A lot of cases we speak on, we're investigating for people, and we never charge them. We survive off of donations. I love you. May good Lord continue to bless you and keep you. Keep your eyes open. Prepare yourselves. It's just as simple as that. I'm not always right, and you are not always wrong. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night. Oh, my throat is killing me. I'm done.